How to replace lower control arms 2007 to 2013 Cadillac Escalade. Just wanted to make a quick video in case some other video you come across hasn't really helped. This is the old one. This is the new one. They were at Firestone. I went to get the alignment done, and they said that this rubber boot had like an inch gap and it wasn't safe for the road, and I need to replace the lower control arm. They quoted me $2,671 and some odd cents to do this job, and I bought the control arm for 80 bucks on Rock Auto. I've already done the upper on both sides. I already did the suspension before I ever took the vehicle in there. The $2,600 was just for the control arm job, so I said, I'm obviously not doing that. But anyway, get to this really quickly. You are going to need a big breaker bar, is what I call it. This is going to give you a lot of leverage, but when you're taking these bolts out here, there's one, and then there's another one, and it's this, and they face this way. So your nut will be on this end, and then for here, your nut will be on that end. Excuse me, they both face the same way. So your nut will be on the inner side of this. So you're gonna wanna hold this side with a wrench or socket, whatever you want, and then you're gonna wanna crank on the right side, because it'll just spin. If you start cranking on one side, it will just spin in place. Not really hard to crack loose. The thing that's hard to get loose is shit like this. So this bolt under here, this is for the upper control arm, but the lower one to get out of this hole was a bitch. Like, you have to really smack the shit. Like, I'm 6'4" and 230 pounds, and I had to smack the shit out of it just to get it out of there. There is no bolt. Once you undo that lower 24 millimeter, bolt that goes on the bottom of that thing, it still doesn't want to come out. Like, you have to be able to wiggle and maneuver this stuff in such a way that I jacked it up, the rotor, the caliper, and the bottom of this, just to get enough clearance where I could use both hands and just go at it and hit it as hard as I possibly could. And after like the 15th or the 50th hit, it finally cracked loose. So don't give up. Don't be like, hey, I don't understand this. I tried the C-clamp to try and compress it out of there. It didn't work. I tried to use the weight of the truck itself, just jacking it up, that bolt, putting it there. So essentially doing this to get this threaded part out of there, and even that didn't work. You have to hit it with a hammer. Pry bar didn't work. I have a split fork, didn't work. Anyway, to put it back in is just going to be very simple. And I left the top of the strut bolted to the top, so, and there's room to where I don't have to recompress it in order to get all of this back on. I will have to jack up this a little bit to get it lined up, but I thought I might have to recompress this because it's new. But no, it has clearance. So hopefully this helps someone. Again, like and follow if this does anything. Maybe you see something that you're trying to get a better angle on or an idea of. Once I put all this back together, I didn't really save the marks or anything. So I'm gonna have to take it down to Firestone 100% to get an alignment done, to get the toe angle done, camber and all that. But I did unbolt the cross arm, whatever the fuck this is called. And the steering, I mean, all of this is leaking. It's going to have to be replaced at some point, but I figure I'll start with this stuff now.